What's up, everybody? I'm B-True, and today I want to talk to you about being comfortable. More specifically, actually, about getting out of your comfort zone, right? So, a lot of people have told me, or we, kind of talked in the stream a little bit, and said that they've never really, either, let's say they've never really worked out, okay? So, a lot of times I'll talk about working out. They say, oh, I don't really go to the gym. I haven't really worked out. Or they'll say, I'm not really that good with, let's say, girls. So, I don't feel comfortable talking to girls, or maybe, I don't really know what to do when I'm talking to girls that maybe I like, right, or that I'm interested in. Well, one of the things that I found that has really helped me a lot in my life was stepping out of my comfort zone. So all of us have a little bubble, right? A little bubble of comfort, right? So it's things that keep us. Oh man, I gotta put this on. I had this not on auto the whole time. No wonder I'm losing. So anyway, we have this little bubble of things that we are used to, okay? Things that we do on a daily basis, whether that's play video games, go to school, go to work, maybe you play a sport, maybe say you play football, basketball, baseball after school or something. We have a little zone that is comfortable for us. We're used to it. It's something that we do repetitively all the time. And you don't get worked up, you don't get nervous about anything in this zone because it's what you're used to. However, as soon as you step outside of that zone, so you've got something over here that's not inside of your zone, all of a sudden now we get all these emotions, we get all worked up. Your heart starts to race, maybe you feel really nervous, maybe you get short of breath, your mouth gets dry, and it's actually those moments when you're stepping out of your comfort zone when we grow as a person. And one of the things that I found was that I used to, hold on one second. All right. So I used to stay inside my comfort zone a lot because, the word really explains it for you because it's comfortable, right? It's comfortable to stay inside your comfort zone. It is comfortable to do the things that you're used to doing. And that's what I used to do. I used to do that all the time. And I found myself being a little unhappy with not necessarily who I was, but a little bit of with who I was, and just where my life was, the things that I was doing, the things that I, was interested in at the time. Like that, I found myself being a little bit disappointed because I wanted to branch out. I wanted to experience more things. I was getting bored with the same old. But every time I would try and step a little bit outside of my comfort zone, I would get those feelings, like I said, of just being, just nervous and anxious and not being able to breathe, my heart's beating and stuff. And I was like, okay, you know what? The only way that I'm ever going to get better at doing whatever this thing is, right, that I wanted to get better at was to do it, was to practice it. I've been working out my entire life, since I was like 8 years old. I've been playing football since I was 6. And so like those things, I wasn't just good at them when I first started. Like it took a lot of practice until I finally felt comfortable doing it. And I finally was like, you know what? Maybe that I need to practice getting good at this other stuff. So I started stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit. And it sucks. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of times where you just feel uncomfortable. It just feels bad. You're like, I don't want to do this, But you've got to push through that. You have to push through that initial feeling of resistance that your body gives you. Because your body's going to resist. It's not used to the situation. It doesn't feel completely comfortable with this new situation. So your body is going to resist. So what you have to do is you have to kind of push through that at first. Okay? Once you initially push through that breakthrough, a lot of times you'll find that it actually gets easier. You feel that it's not so, you don't have those same feelings after a little bit because your body kind of adapts and gets used to it. However, the next time you go into that situation, you're probably going to have those same feelings, okay? So it's a training. It's a practice, right? I'm getting destroyed here. You're practicing getting used to this new situation. And I'm telling you that if you ever want to get, let's say you want to be more social, right? You want to be able to talk to strangers randomly. You want to be able to approach a girl or a guy for my female viewers. You want to be able to, talk to somebody that you think is attractive. You know, maybe see if you have any chemistry. Invite them out on a date, right? You wanna go start a new hobby, right? Anything that you don't do now that you want to do or that you want to be better at, but that you get these feelings inside of being nervous, right? Any of that stuff, you've got to step outside your comfort zone and you have to practice it. Okay, I'm telling you, the only way that I got good at the stuff that I'm, good at now, so talking to you guys, the only way that I actually got good at talking to all of you guys on a camera, being able to just sit here and talk to a mic by myself, was by practicing it. If you go back and you watch my original videos, like my first couple videos, you would be like, wow, he sucks at this. There's no way he's ever going to be able to have a YouTube career or build any kind of a following because he's just not good at it. And I'll be completely honest with you, I sucked at it. I was like, I'd ramble a lot. I would say a bunch of ums and, and like, I sounded dumb. I really did. I sounded like I had no idea what I was talking about. So like I started writing scripts because then I had something to actually look at and write. But after a while, I kind of just got better at talking in a YouTube video. Talking like I was talking to somebody even though there's nobody here. And that's not something that I was just naturally good at. And it felt uncomfortable for a while. It absolutely did. I'm not going to lie to you. But you have to practice it. You've got to get better at it, right? And one of the things that I've found that most people seem to struggle with the most, that they have like the most anxiety about, are social situations. Whether that is talking to a group of people that you don't know, or most often talking to somebody of the other sex that you are attracted to, right? You look at them and you think, wow, they're really attractive. I want to talk to them. And then all of a sudden, that voice in the back of your head kicks in, and it's like, uh-oh. This isn't going to go well. Don't do it. Your heart starts to race. You just get out of breath. Your mouth gets dry. For no reason. No reason at all. Your body all of a sudden just... It just does this thing. I don't even know how to explain it. It just does this really stupid thing where it starts like making you crazy nervous, thinking that, all of a sudden like the world's going to end if you talk to this girl and she doesn't like you. And it's not the case. That's not the case at all. Let's say you see a group of people and like you want to just go say hi to them because they have like a League of Legends t-shirt on, maybe a Naruto t-shirt. There you go. They got a Naruto t-shirt on and you want to go talk to them because they, you like Naruto, they like Naruto. But you're nervous about going up and saying hi to them. And there's no reason to be nervous about saying hi, but it's out of your comfort zone. So I'm telling you that today, the only way you're going to get better at these things is by doing them. And you got to start small. Start very small. I mean, something as simple as next time you go to the grocery store, right? Or maybe you go to Starbucks, wherever. You go somewhere to go get something, okay? Talk to the cashier. You don't have to say anything crazy. Just ask them how their day's going. Simple as that. Say, hi, how's your day going? That's it. That's it. If they don't answer, you lose nothing. Literally nothing. If they don't answer, they just say, one, they're an asshole. They're horrible at their job because they're customer service and they're supposed to be friendly. But second, whatever, they just don't answer. Okay, you go about your day. No big deal. But if they do say something, if they say, oh, my day's going well, just say, awesome, glad to hear it. That's it. Boom, there you go. You just had a conversation with them. It might have been a 2-sentence conversation, but you know what? You had a conversation with them. So let's say they say, it's okay. Or, not that good. You can ask them another question if you feel comfortable with it. Just say, hey, that's okay. Maybe it'll get, maybe it'll turn around. Or, hey, I'm here to brighten your day. You can joke around with them. Try and make them smile. If you can make them smile, you have just won at being social. Literally, that's all it is. Being social is about getting somebody else to smile. If you can get somebody else to smile, you just won. And it's actually not that hard to do once you get used to it. Once you start being able to joke around with people, right? You start saying these, especially somebody who's a cashier or somebody who works in the service industry who's used to either getting ignored by people or, pretty much the same old, canned responses over and over and over. If you step out of your comfort zone and you say something crazy. Something crazy. It doesn't have to even make sense. Literally does not need to make sense. You can just say whatever the hell you want. And a lot of times you'll find they end up smiling because they're like, it takes them by surprise, right? By doing these things, you are going to be able to finally start getting comfortable. Okay, so this was your circle when you started, right? Here's your circle. Okay, here. Here's my face. Here's the circle. Okay. There. So this thing up here is not in your comfort zone. But every time that you do that thing, your comfort zone gets a little bit closer to it until eventually that thing is inside your comfort zone. And now you're good at it. You're good at it all of a sudden. But something that's maybe a little bit further away, still out of your comfort zone. How do you get to it? You practice. You step by step work your way into whatever it is that you want to do. That is how we grow as people. That's how I am who I am today. That's how you are going to be who you want to be in the future. And it doesn't take a day, and it doesn't take a month. It takes a lot of practice. I'll be completely honest with you. It takes a lot of practice. But the more that you slowly step out of your comfort zone, baby steps. Baby steps. You don't want to jump out of your comfort zone. That's never a good idea, okay? Jumping out of your comfort zone is going to scare you, and you're going to want to go right back into it. Baby steps. Just take small steps outside of your comfort zone. Just say hi, ask a cashier how her day's doing, until eventually you get to the point where you can have a full conversation with that person all the time. You can walk past random people and just talk to them, right? You're not nervous about hopping on a surfboard or a skateboard or picking up a basketball and going to play with people. That's how you grow. That's how you become better as a person, okay? Yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to have a little conversation, a little Monday conversation with you guys. That I've been trying to do these Monday conversations a little bit more often now, because a lot of people seem to like them. You guys seem to appreciate my advice. I don't know if I always give the best advice, but hey, it's my advice, so try my best here. Hopefully it helps some people. Like I said, I've seen a lot of people in streams and in videos just asking. You know, they have a lot of questions to me about working out because they just don't know. They don't know what to do. They've never been to a gym, or they've never talked to a girl. And the best thing that I can say is you got to step outside your comfort zone and just do it. Start small, work your way up until that thing that you want to do is inside your comfort zone. But don't stop, okay? Never stop growing as a person. Your comfort zone should never stop expanding, all right? As soon as you stop expanding your comfort zone, it starts to shrink. So keep that in mind, okay? Always be trying to push what you are comfortable with until you feel comfortable with everything. And life is just a breeze, right? It's easy. There's nothing that you're uncomfortable with. Life is just easy for you, okay? That's how you become the person that you want to become. That's how you be happy with who you are, okay? You have to go through the rough waves to get to the calm sea, to get to the awesomeness, right? So anyway, guys, I hope this video helps out somebody. If it helps out anybody, these Monday talks are always worth it. If it helps one person, like I said, normally I get a lot of feedback from you guys saying that you enjoy these, so hopefully this helps you out. Thank you to everybody who watched the whole way through the video. I really appreciate it, everybody who's watching right now. You guys really help me with YouTube's algorithm. Starts recommending me to other people because I have a lot of people watching the whole way through the video. So you guys are helping me grow as fast as I'm growing. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you all so much. You guys are all awesome. Hope I see you all in the next video, and peace.